Ethan with Nerdut's Newsstand, and I want to talk about a really big story that we have kind of been watching, the entirety of this line that has been going on. Now, this one I'm really disappointed in. Like, I talked yesterday about how I was disappointed in the comic book industry and the professionals within it. And now it's happening with the DCEU. So, if you don't know what's going on with the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation, I will put a link to my playlist in the description. But TLDR, she basically accused him of abuse. It didn't happen. We found out later through audio tapes and court documents that he was actually the one being abused. That is the quickest TLDR I've ever done for a situation like that, and giving, no real good vindication there. But just to break it down, now there has been multiple change.org petitions when it relates to Amber Heard's role as Mara in the DCEU. I honestly thought going forward that we wouldn't see her as Mira. I really thought so. Well, that is just shattered. It really is. We had the petition to have Emilia Clarke from Games of Thrones replace her, and then to have her removed. There was thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of signatures of good-paying customers. I talked about how they could, donate part of the proceeds to charity for domestic violence victims. Nope. WB and DC Comics doesn't listen again, because we officially got a release date and a confirmation of Aquaman 2. Now, I loved Aquaman 1. I thought it was really well done. Aquaman was always like my least favorite character reading comics. I would always go to Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, characters that were cool and just didn't talk to fish. They officially made Aquaman cool again. Like, they did a really good job. Well, a lot of things have happened since one was released. And yeah, Jason Momoa is returning. The main cast is returning. Before I did this video, I made sure and I checked it with, I found 6 sources confirming that she will and is in fact back for Aquaman 2. Let that sink in. WB and DC, again, you are showing you don't care about your consumers, the people that go spend money. And Aquaman 1 made, I think it was a $1.1 billion, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I talked about the numbers as far as Aquaman goes. Wow, that was like, I think in December 2018. My channel was just a baby. Yeah, so the numbers were huge. Now, I went and seen that in theaters. I've saw 2 movies in theaters one movie in theaters since then. And that's Birds of Prey. I am very, very selective where my money goes because I work hard for it. And I'm not just going to give it away. Do you actually think that I'm going to go spend money on Aquaman 2 after all of this? After the double standard is so set in stone, nobody blinks an eye at it, and Amber Heard gets away with being an abusive, just absolute terrible garbage human being. No way! I will get it off the high seas before I actually go and pay money for it. No way. Absolutely no way. So if you look, there's a bunch of articles here. It is coming out December 16th, 2022. So nearly 4 years after the original, which is fine. That doesn't bother me at all. I would happily go see it. I love a good Aquaman story. I would love to see Dolphin and Tempest and those characters introduced. And I've talked about this before. But even so, with Orm and the other characters, I can really get behind a good story. Everyone can, right? As long as the story is right. Well, you're messing it up right from the get-go. This is so disappointing. I was seeing this and I was like, okay, one source says it and I'm looking through and I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's just a messed up source because, sometimes people print stuff before they know. And then 2 and then 3 and then it's on IMBD. So, Amber Heard is officially our Mira. I can't. Johnny Depp lost his role as Jack Sparrow, within days of these abuse allegations with no proof, just some, maybe it's Maybelline stuff on it. Yet she's back. The only thing I can hope for, and we have the court coming up in March, and then the defamation suit that is in Fairfax County in August. The only thing I can hope for is that there's a possibility, depending on which way that goes, they could still recast, but I don't know, because what I was thinking this morning is when you get a big contract like this, and I'm not talking just, when she signed for the Rum Diaries, I'm talking about a big contract, like right now to be a superhero in, movie franchises, you've cemented yourself for the rest of your life. You are good. And that's what she did. But mind you, she didn't get this role until the divorce stuff happened. So she did say at one point, and I'm going to talk about this in a different video, but she did say in court documents that going through this divorce hurt her career really badly. Really? No, it didn't. It didn't. It only helped your career. This is where you got this role. So once you get a role like this in Hollywood, you're cemented. They're lucrative. But a lot of the times they aren't singular. So it's not, I don't know what the specifics of her contract are, but a lot of times it's like, okay, so you're going to be Mira, and I want you to sign a 3-movie deal or a 2-movie deal. A lot of the times it's not just a singular movie deal. So I'm wondering if that's not partially what it is. And then again, if they wanted to replace her, they would probably have to buy her out of her contract, which would still be smart, because you're going to have, you're going to have so many people boycotting this movie, just simply for the fact that you are okay with a domestic abuse person going and being a representative of your company. When these companies want people to represent their company, they need people that are good people, and she is not a good person. I am curious to see how they go. Let's take a look at this article, because I would love to see a good Aquaman 2 if she's replaced. So it says Warner Brothers has confirmed that the sequel to the highly successful Aquaman will be coming to theaters on December 16th, 2022. DC fans will have to wait 4 years since the arrival of the first movie, with Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman 2 set to release in between in 2020. Now, I definitely will be going to see Wonder Woman 2. I love Gal Gadot, though. She drips with charm. Like, that girl's middle name should be Charisma. I love her. She's so good. And she's such a good Wonder Woman. Like, everybody kind of, when they read comics, has their personification in their head of what Wonder Woman should look like. And that's kind of how Gal Gadot was for me. She's a little small, but, like, I'm not going to pick. She's so great. Aquaman has done extremely well worldwide and has cashed up, okay, so I was right, $1.1 billion so far. That's huge. The only other DCEU movie to do better and to, get that $1 billion mark as of late is Joker. And Joker, I would say, was better than Aquaman. But DCEU doesn't do like Marvel. They have a lot of problems lagging behind that franchise because they allow people like Margot Robbie to smash the patriarchy through Birds of Prey. So for them to make that much money is huge. This success is far greater than most expected. It was because it was so good. So now let's look at this. Most of the main cast is expected to return for the sequel. Jason Momoa as Arthur Curry, obviously. Amber Heard as Mira. Willem Dafoe as Volko. Patrick Wilson as Orm. I love Patrick Wilson. He's so good. I love him. I actually seen him originally in, Phantom of the Opera. And ever since then, I have absolutely loved him. So we got Nicole Kidman back. And I can't say, Mateen is Black Manta. I can't say his name, but I'm pretty sure. I should have looked it up before I said. I think he was Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen. I'm pretty sure that's same guy. I know it is. I made videos about this. What's the matter with me? I know it is. And I like him a lot too. And Dolph Lundgren. He was so good in this. So everybody that's coming back, I'm really happy to see return. I think the casting for this was so on par. If you could replace that character, you would make double. You would make so much more. You're not going to put butts in seeds. Letting this double standard go with Amber. So they don't care. She's confirmed. We've got Mira. Oh my god, what a mess. Let me know what you guys think about this. I actually did not see this happening. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my Subscribe Star and Patreons. You guys literally make this channel possible. Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Chris C, Dave Ross, David L, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Sanjuro, Jeremy Burtz, Joe Bustify, Kato Round, Magical Exotic Diamonds, Mighty Pauls, Mike Buckner, Robert, Steve Glasker, Timothy French, Ala's Matt Films, Alexander Trapp, Way Else One, and Troy Reiser. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like on the way out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.